so for this video, I'm going to go over how I did the 2D to 3D character animation. Alright, so I started first in Midjourney. The main thing was like find pose for 3D character animation rigging. But to get it more realistic, I added a few other details like photorealistic or things like fashion photography. And then also I made a note. There should be one here, standing with feet apart. Anyway, I'll just run them for you to see. I believe there's a backslash. I always forget whether it's forward or back. Okay, wait, no, forward, sorry. Again. So we're going to run that one. Okay, so let's see here. We need full body. We're not going to use these ones because this doesn't come out well in the 2D to 3D. So far, this is the best pose right here. But this character would have been good. Okay, let me just rerun it. Maybe let me change this to the 1990s. And then I'm going to add photorealistic and photography to make him more human. This is another potentially good one. So I'm still going to upscale. It's not a great looking character, but I'll upscale it. So that's number 3. So that's it for the Midjourney side. So then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so now this will be the first method for doing the 2D to 3D converting. Alright, so this is icon. I go to the Hugging face. What I'm going to do now is I have to put the image in here, and then I'm going to select the method for the reconstruction, which will be icon. And then I'll submit the image. So let's just go ahead and do that now. So I'll start with the email. So this one, I'm going to use a picture that wasn't adjusted for the background or the resolution. So here, I just drag it in here. And I select icon and submit image. Okay, so I'll enlarge the screen and scroll down. Okay, so you see here it's going through its process. Okay, so that took about 2 to 3 minutes to generate. So if you see here, this is the character. So this is one thing I've noticed for this particular site, is that it kind of makes the character lean. So you see here the back is slightly at an angle, and then also the knees are kind of bent in. And then if we look at the top, the arms, okay, so it's more this angle. So this angle, it kind of like it's going backwards. Okay, so here are the results. So I'm going to also run for the male, and then I'll show you with the other site that I use, which is the PiView HD. Okay, so also when this is finished, you do want to download it. That's something I forgot to mention before. So just click the download so that it can be downloaded. And there you go. Okay, so this is the site that I used to do the PiView HD conversion for the 2D to 3D. This one is a bit more involved, and you will need to actually be signed into your Google account. Alright, so what I do, I go to the website, and you can just scroll all the way to the end and pick the one that says collab. Okay, so you can decide to copy to the drive. Yeah, this copy to drive. That one will just save it to your drive. So sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. Let's just do it for now. So that's going to open up the new page there. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to connect. Alright, it's in French. Okay, for me that's the first one here. Okay, so it's doing the connecting. All right, so now it shows connected, and then it changed to this here at the brand. All right, so now you need to scroll down because you need to run two things here. Okay, so it's going to be under the clone PiView HD repository. It's going to be this one here. So that's the first one. And then it's going to be under the configure input data. And underneath, you click that one that you have to run. Okay, so now there's a green check mark for both of them. And then if you go here, now you have this PiView HD folder. And let me see, sample images. It's been a while I did this. Okay, so I'm going to drag the image here. We'll start with the one that was not edited. Okay, so, all right, so just not in here. I just scroll down a little on the main page here. You see it says image path, and then there's an option to do a test. So if you want like a more detailed information on this site, I think you can just Google like PiView HD, and you should come up with some videos as well, because I don't really give an in-depth explanation here because it's not something that I'm very familiar with. It's just something I'm using to help me do that conversion so I can do my 3D animations. Okay, so here I'm going to drag my picture here. So I'll start with a female, and I will drag it in sample images. I'll say okay to that. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to copy the name here. I'm not actually renaming this, I'm just doing it so I can copy it. Okay, so I'm going to copy that, and from test, I will put the title of the image that I have. All right. Okay, so now you actually want to run the thing. Okay, so if you go to execution, and it'll be run after in English. I believe it's going to be run after for English speakers. So I'm going to do that. All right, so the way I usually check for the process, it's somewhere down here. Let me scroll down. Okay, so under the download the pre-trained model. Okay, so see here, there's some type of progression showing here. Okay. So I'm actually going to pause so that we don't sit through this entire thing. For me right now, it's 3:53. Oh, wow, that was pretty quick. Okay. So it says 100%. Oh, that was very quick. All right, so I'm just going to pull that back up. That's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for a results folder. All right, so and in that results folder, it's the PiView HD final, and then recon. Okay, so there was still more being processed. Okay, so here, all right, so the other thing here is it says you cannot play an MP4 video, so I don't have the video. I believe typically here with the results is a video. Okay, so here I am actually now, if you click on it, you can download it. So I will download both of these. So one is going to be the file that we need. It's going to be OBJ. And then the other one is going to be an image. Okay, so let me download that. Okay, so the next tool that we'll be using is Mixamo. This one, you just have to sign up. It's actually free. So I'm just going to log in, and then I'll show you how it gets animated. It does it automatically. So now, man, you're going to see the last model that I imported here. So I am now going to upload the characters that we just did. Okay, so it's upload character. Okay, so you can just drag and drop. So let me go to the folder. All right, so we'll start with the icon one. So icon, we need the OBJ. We're going to do the female. So let me just put that in. And okay, so here it is. Now, see, for best results, have a character in T-pose and fingers spread apart. Okay, so that's why, because you can see when the animation starts. Otherwise, all the rest of the body move with it, and sometimes also the rigger doesn't recognize it. So next, it's not quite symmetrical, so we'll uncheck the use symmetry. Okay, so with the chin, say that's the chin there. Wrist, ooh, it's gonna be tricky. All right. Sorry, that's the left wrist. I'm gonna put that right here. And this one here. Okay, elbows are there. Okay, some knees here. Okay, so then you just click next. Okay, so that's the character. It kind of looks a bit awkward just because of the result of that conversion. But let's go to next. All right, it's just telling me it's gonna write over the other character. That's fine. Okay, so if you look to the left here, you see a whole bunch of different actions. So as usual, my favorite, let's look for dance. All right, let's just go Roomba dancing. So that's it. I'll do the next one. It's all automatically done. Okay, so I'm gonna try with the next one that we did with PiView HD so you can see the difference. Okay, so they're gonna do the same movement. So let me play. Okay, so let me spin around.